Hey guys, hey guys, hey. Hey guys, hey guys, hey. What's up? Okay. Stuck in the snow, of course. Why not? Be stuck in the snow. I'm tired of being stuck in the snow already. I got so many things to do. But hey, I'm Cathy with SassySilverSisters. And enjoying the number 2 cup of coffee. Should be number 3 as much as I got to do today, but it's number 2. And it's cold. Oh well. January 26th, 2026. And it's a Monday. And if you're stuck in the snow, raise your hand. They got the main roads cleaned out. We're in Culpeper, Virginia, and they got the main roads cleaned. But why bother? The side roads are not plowed. I mean, what's the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
In Culpeper, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 31 degrees and a low of -4 degrees. Also, there's a cold weather advisory in effect from Monday, January 26th, 7 p.m. to Tuesday, January 27th, 11 a.m.
So, yeah. So I tried to call. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and I tried to call them. I'm not going anywhere if the roads aren't plowed, and it's too cold to get stuck in a stupid parking lot. So I'm going to have to rearrange that, and they're going to have to be upset. I don't care, but they're supposed to be open tomorrow. But I don't have anybody to dig me out. So there you go. Anyway, I know my hair's messy, but I've been running around like a crazy person trying to get odds and ends done, like make my turmeric mixture with creamed honey. Now, creamed honey is a little thicker, so it's harder to stir in the ingredients. So I put some of my homemade vanilla in there, and I'm going to let it sit for a minute, and then I'll go back and stir it up, plus packaging for Cathy's online sales. If you don't follow me over on Facebook, you need to, or Twitter, whatever, if you don't have Facebook. All right. Okay, so today, where's my notes? Where's my notes, people? Where's my notes? Where'd my notes go? Where's my notes? Here they are. I hope everybody's doing good. It was a little scary. I woke up this morning walking around, and I thought there was something wrong with my eyes, but there was little bits of flickering going on. I said, here we go. But I still have electric. If all of a sudden it goes down, you know why. All right, January 26th. These are holiday insights information. Australia Day, Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day, the last Monday of the month. I do appreciate bubble wrap. And Spouses Day. January 26th for history is Britain establishes a penal colony in Sydney, Australia, when 11 ships with 7 arrived. You know what? That was in 1788. They sent over they go over the dental drill was patented. Now open your mouth and say 1875. Yeah, sucker hurts too, and the sound of it. Okay, so January 26th birthdays. If you have a birthday, happy birthday to you. General quote, I shall return in 1880. Huh? He was born in 1880. I'm thinking, huh? Paul Newman, Oscar winning actor, 1925. Eddie Van Halen, oh, singer, rock band, 1955. Ellen DeGeneres, 1958. Wayne Gretzky, hockey's great, 1961. There you go. Happy birthday, everyone, on January 26th. Well, hi, Miss Alyssa. -4 degrees over there? No. We're cold. Right now it's 30 degrees. And then Tuesday, 31, Wednesday, 25. And we're going to get more snow this weekend. Wednesday, 25. It's just cold. You know, you're not going to have any melting going on there. Thursday, 27th, Friday, 21, Saturday, which is going to snow, 21 on Saturday and 28 on Sunday. And I guess my daughter told me, and we're supposed to get more snow next weekend. I said, are you kidding me? People go stir crazy. I have a lot to do, but I was good. See, what do you got? What's your temperatures? Yeah, it's not -4. It's just cold, and it's not. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm not going. They can throw a fit if they want. I don't care. But I'm not going. I don't feel like digging out. I'll wait. Let's see. What else? Oh, what else? I wanted to show you now, you guys. How much did I pay for it? I ordered some things with some Christmas money. Let me see if I can get on the right Amazon. So I'm one of them people that have, let's see, accounts and lists. Let me see if I've got, log in your orders, so I can tell you how much something is that I ordered. Okay, here we go. I did order some little bakery boxes, 4x4. They're in the kitchen, but I wanted to show you this because, you know, you can order bags. You can, because sometimes I have to take stuff over to my daughters, and, you know, cookies in the boxes because they're for different people. And I thought, well, let me get a thank you bag. Well, I'm looking up and I'm going, I don't like them, but I did find something. It's Smile. It says Smile. Warning, contents may cause happiness. What did I pay for these? There's 300 in here. I hope they're worth it. What did I pay for these? Oh, hang on. But always look, whatever you're looking for, always look. Let's see, wait a minute, where is it? What did I pay for these? It's not showing me what I paid for these. View your item. Because I bought a couple of things, so it wasn't. View. It's not telling me what I paid for them. This is not good. What if I say buy again? What's it going to tell me? $17.99. Approximately, if it's not correct. But it's 300 bags. Now I've got to have something to open it with. It's 300. Tell me you're organized. Okay, we got 300 bags. And I was so happy to get these. You know, I do one thing at a time. So I'm going to be doing Easter cookies because I said maybe if I just kind of, instead of trying to bake cookies every day, let me stick to the holidays like I've been doing for the past umpteen years and make cookies for the holidays. And then I can ask people if they want. Let's see. TGEONIX. Thank you for supporting their business. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I want to show you the bag. You know the regular grocery bags? I am so happy to get these. They are thin, but you can double, I guess. Warning. What I like about it is it's small. It says, it doesn't say like, thank you. It says, warning, contents may cause happiness. And it's for my cookies. And yes, they are thin, but I don't care. I can double up. I'm happy. Very, very, very happy. I think it's cute. And I hope I don't run into any trouble, but I think if I double up, it'll be okay. So if you've got a bakery business or something like that, and you can't afford to have your name printed on them, you can always get plain, put your sticker on there. I don't know. Yeah. What is your share your referral link? Oh, I see. So I was so lazy while it was snowing. I was eating so much. It was ridiculous. And I know what the bears feel like when they go hibernating. I know exactly what they feel like. They think they're starving to death. Yes, that was me. So what do you got going on, Alyssa? What's the weather where you're at? Because it's cold here, but the sun is shining, so that might help. I hope. And we got quite a bit of snow, like 6 inches maybe. I don't know. It looks like it. Let me see if I can find a picture of I don't know if I can find it. The snow will help. It's still, yeah. It's just all white. And people are out there. Let's see if I can find my daughters. Let me see. It's just I'm in an apartment, so I'm not going outside until I have to. It's just the way it goes. Will not go outside unless I have to. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's all white. This is this morning. At my daughter's cul-de-sac. Feel like it's summertime, child. Oh my gosh. It's gonna feel like summertime. Okay, we got that. Yeah, it's just white everywhere. But so what I saw, I don't know about your state, but in Virginia, you can do 511 and it takes you to the Virginia map and you can hit whatever you want to hit. I always hit the cameras so that I can see the myself in real time what the roads look like. And they've taken of course, the main roads. Probably, let's see, Mom lives on a emergency road, so her road itself is probably cleared up. So I'm hoping, cross your fingers, sometime or other I can get over there before it snows again. And tend to plants and hang out. wash clothes, whatever, spend the day over there. That's what I'm hoping. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We shall see. Anybody that doesn't know, once in a while, we'll have a giveaway for the supporters of this Facebook's page. It's we call Alyssa and Suzette and Kristen Sassy Squad. So if you want to join over there, it's not real active, and it won't be until we get more people in there, but it's okay. There's so much going on. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? There was something else I wanted to show you. Now I don't know what it is. Oh, if you don't have one of these, you might want to get one. I've been charging it up forever. It's one of them Sassy Squad. It's one of them emergency radios. Let me see. Has it got a brand name on it? This says Running Snail, but I've had it forever. And it's got everything on it. It's and mainly it's got a flashlight, but radio, and let's see what else it's got. It's one of them emergency radios. Now it's got USB places you can charge your phone or whatever else you got going on there. My granddaughter got it for me a long time ago. Hang on. And if it runs out, this charges it up, and it does work because I've done it before. What else is it? Oh, you can put batteries in it, but I don't have batteries in it because I don't need them. Out of curiosity, where do you recommend to shop for snow gear like hats and gloves and pants? It is expensive, but it depends. For me and the baby. Okay. If you're not afraid, because some people don't care for used items. Excuse me, go to eBay first, or go to Amazon first, then go and you see what the lowest price is, then go over to eBay and go by lowest price. Everything's expensive. And then after you've got your gear ready, because it's probably going to get warm for too long, after you got that, or this won't close, after you got that for this year, you might want to go to Walmart just for this year. Because go to Walmart, check out, or online, go to online and check prices at Walmart. Then watch for the seasonal sales. That's what I used to do when the kids were little, when I had to buy their clothes and whatever, shoes and all that. I watched all the clearance sales. I mean, I was there. Back in the day, they had clearance racks. When I go into a certain store, I'd check the clearance rack first. And so if I had a little one right now, I'd go online and I'd look at Walmart. I'd look at Amazon, all lowest price. And then I would look on eBay, lowest price. That's what I would do. They sell clothes on Poshmark too, reasonable too. Some new, some used. Yeah, but Walmart right now might be cheapest. And then once you get your immediate, for this year, then watch the clearance sales. Every season, I was out there looking for the clearance sales. Every season. So right after, yeah, just I I I've always lived on a crazy budget. Like, how do you survive budget? So yeah, so that's what I would do today. I would go online first. Kohl's is expensive, but sometimes they have clearance too. Um, but that's what I would do. And it depends, some people don't want used items. If they're if it's okay to wash it and all that, it's okay. But Walmart's cheap. And it doesn't have to be anything name brand or whatever for the little one, because next year he's gonna be too big. That kind of thing. That's why I always like to when my kids were little, I didn't like the onesies as much. Once they got to walking around and stuff, I would always buy the 2-piece pajamas and things. Yeah, he grows too fast. They grow, it's like, I know some moms who got all kinds of gifts from the her parents and grandparents and in-laws for the babies and stuff, and they didn't even have a chance to wear them. Yeah. You want to have one nice outfit. Oh, I went to thrift stores. I hit the jackpot one time with my last kid. I would always go to the thrift stores. Well, I hit this one thrift store, and buddy, let me tell you what, the clothes were perfect. They didn't have tags on them, but that kid might have only wore them once. There was no imperfections. I got a whole great big, she was starting school. I got a whole great big, like a trash bag full of these nice clothes. And I'm going, holy smoke. And back then, thrift stores were cheap. Now they're kind of like, it's gone up there. But yeah, I didn't have to buy her anything because they were like brand spanking new. Some of the friends that I had, neighbors, had kids a little bit older than mine. And so they go, hey, so-and-so can't fit this, these clothes. They've grown out of them. Do you want them? Heck yeah. So, yeah, it was, yeah. So I'm a thrift shopper, yard sales. Yard sales might be cheaper if you do any yard selling at all. You might want to, consider that. Yard sales. And they also have this, is it Once Upon a Child or something like that? They have this franchise thing that they only do it. What is the name of that? Oh. Anyway, Rhonda found some really good deals at it. It's where people take their stuff and consign it, and it's for children. I can't think of the name of it. What is it? Once Upon a Child or something. But they have events. I don't think they're open all the. They might be, but let's see. See, yeah, like in Fredericksburg and Charlottesville, they've got all kinds of children's clothing stores. Once Upon a Child. Let me see if I've got this right. That's in Winchester. Let me see. Are they open all the time? Chain operation that buys and sells gently used clothes. I don't know. There was one. I don't know. There was this at that time. They were yeah, check it out. Because I think what they do with the kids' thrift stores is they do seasonal. So they might have some, go there first. They might have something, but do your pricing online and see what they got. But I don't know what it is. It was they would do events and they weren't open all the time because whoever sponsored the event had to get the place and all that kind of stuff. And then, I don't know. See, I'm out of the loop with the little kids stuff. I only know what I used to do. And my kids didn't have much, but and like my son, that boy, he went through shoes. He went through, because we lived in a subdivision. So he went through shoes. The knees were always going out of his clothes because of the sidewalk. So everything I had to get him had to be heavy duty, had to be real, thick. It couldn't be the thin stuff. And so I'd go into the name brand stores and look at their clearance rack. His shoes always had to be leather because he went through any cheapo stuff. You got to keep that in mind too with your little one. That boys are rougher on clothes than girls are, I think, personally. But what do I know? I mean, I don't know. But when you don't have any money, or you budget your money as best you can, and you got a couple bucks left over, Yeah, no, he's the one you got, because he reminds me of my son. He's busy. He has to be busy, and he does things typical, like making his own forts in the cabinets, like things like you cannot not watch him. I had a thrift shop one time, and this lady comes in and she goes, "Oh my God!" She was telling me about her. She had 2 boys. I probably told you this already, so you got to watch them. Anyway, she said they were always into stuff because boys, I don't know. I guess girls keep themselves occupied a little bit. But anyway, she goes, I have to get safety stuff because I'm reading a book or whatever she was doing. And she looked down and her son's legs were going like this. He was electrocuting himself because he was playing with the sockets. So yeah, you have to have safety for boys especially. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Your son's going to be the one that climbs the, like my son, trees. But it's good. It's good because when he gets older, he's not going to be afraid. Do you know what I mean? He's going to go do. He's not going to be real skittish. There's my daughter, Melanie. Have they plowed your driveway yet? Electric, yes. It's not funny, but I'm picturing her telling me this stuff. And so somehow she told me how she grabbed them and pulled them away. Yeah. Oh, Melanie, have they worked on your drive yet? They're out here. I looked out. I heard them scraping the sidewalks, but I did not see a plow because I think the roads right now. So they'll get to the driveway. But I tried to call. I tried to call the doctor's office and tell them, you know what? I can't. I'm not digging myself out tomorrow. I'm not trying. I'm not even thinking about it because it's too cold for anything to melt. They have done an amazing job. Oh, clear. Haven't. Oh, okay. They haven't done the road yet. Okay, that's okay. Because it's not melting. They've done the main highways. They're just, doing what they can do. So, yeah. So the doctor's office said they're going to be open in the morning tomorrow. I'm afraid he's going to. Yeah, I did that. I remember I was little, little, and I only remember that used to scare me. So I remember climbing a tree, and you know what? It could have been just this tall. I mean, I don't know. I climbed up and I sat on the branch, and then I couldn't figure out how to get down. I couldn't figure it out. I knew how to climb up, but I couldn't figure out how to get down. Now, Melanie, Melanie was the daredevil, and she would always get herself. I always have to chase after her and catch her. She was going to dive. I know you don't remember this, Melly, because you were itty bitty. She was going to dive off of the diving board. We went to a pool party for the kids, for the baseball team or something. And Melanie was little. So I'm running after Melanie because she took off. She was going to dive off that diving board. And I caught her as she was getting ready to step on the diving board. She would have done it. She was always trying to get on the school bus when the other kids were trying to go. We'd be waiting for the bus and the kids would go and she'd try to get on that school bus too. That's probably what your son's going to be like. He's going to want to do everything else everybody else does. I'm picturing all this stuff. So, oh my gosh. It's craziness. And you know what they say? They say that you can clean your house spick and span, but that baby, of course, he's older, but that baby will find the one piece of lint or whatever that you missed. And they always do. So, I mean, I know you do. I know you do. It's like, shake your head. Yeah, you're always getting into whatsoever. It just, she has an objective and she figures out how to get there. I don't know. Oh, and I did see Melanie where Betty was talking about the second round, Missy said, and I looked it up. We're supposed to get snow again this weekend. Lord have mercy. So whatever you doing without, make sure you don't do without next time, I guess. But it's going to be warmer after that, so it should be easier. It should go away quicker. Yeah. It's so much fun being a mother. I see these jokes. Go shovel your car out. Oh, don't hurt your back. I see these. Make sure your parking lot is clean. Ain't no point in trying to dig it out because when they go through, like ours is not clean, and they go through the parking lot, and then they up against your car. So just be careful. Anyway, and it's cold out there. Cover your face. So I watch these videos which people think it's funny, but moms don't really think it's funny. They have these fake knives. They're fake. And they give them to a toddler and let them run through through the kitchen or something, and everybody panics. Oh, I know. They're fast too. That's the problem. Uh, let's see. What is Melanie saying? Um, okay. Yeah, really. Melanie, if you're still here, what I used to do is dig the snow out enough, but I would sprinkle it on the road. I wouldn't put it by the next person. But if they haven't plowed your road, oh, sorry. If they haven't plowed your road, there's no point in shoveling it out. I don't know, Mel. Yeah, I know. Alyssa, yeah, they put everything in their mouth to get it out because they don't want to give it up, whatever it is they're putting in their mouth. It's crazy. It's always, yeah, it's so much fun being a mom. There's Miss Judy. 13 degrees. She's on YouTube. 13 degrees in Ohio with 4 feet of snow. Oh, so we're complaining. We have no right to complain. He has to wear a heart monitor plus an oxygen. Yeah, he better stay home. 4 feet of snow. OMG. I don't think. Okay. Bye, Mel. I don't think we need to complain. Judy said they got on YouTube and I'll get this straightened out so everybody can join in the conversation because this is, gosh, y'all stay safe, Judy. This going back and forth I can do it, but I tried to get OBS, and the only thing the conclusion I come up with is don't stress over it. Just study, 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 because there's so many parts to it. And so I have to play with it and figure out how I can do this. I just don't know how. So right now we're just hanging in there, doing what we can. Yeah, your little boy's got. I know. That's why. See, this is why I laugh at people. I don't intentionally mean to think it's funny, but the experience you're going to go through is hilarious because this is why I was laughing and everybody thought I was rude. It's not being rude. I just know what you got to look forward to. My son was riding a two-wheeler at 4 years old. I've got a picture of him. 4 years old. He always wanted to do, now your son might be like this too. He always wanted to do big people stuff, not little kid stuff. He wanted to do big people stuff. So he when he was little, he wouldn't play with regular toys that you would give an infant or whatever, or a toddler. He had to have big people stuff. So he had to have the canned goods, the big spoons, the big pans, or whatever. And when he was littler than that, I noticed he had to have big people's stuff. He wouldn't play. He wouldn't play with regular baby rattles and things. But if you gave him like a plastic spoon or something, he loved it. So I would put one of his rattles. I wished I'd kept it. One of his rattles was, the canning jar lids. I would put them together, and that was one of his toys. He was just always had to have big people stuff. He did not want, and he copied the men. My grandson was the same way as far as copying the men. And my other grandson, I noticed he did the same thing. He would copy the men in the way they stood, in the way they, the sounds they would make. Because I remember sitting at the kitchen table and my son had a drink and his dad would sit there, slurp the coffee or something. We found out he was copying them. And so he would make noise like drink his coffee, go, and my son would do it, would copy him. That stuff is cute. Except they'll pick up the bad words like nobody's business. And I saw a video and it's hilarious because I went through that. I saw a video of this man's little boy, toddler, little. He was always calling him Larry, and he called his mom Babe, and he'd go, Larry, and the dad would go, stop calling me Larry, I'm Dad. He'd go, Babe, no, that's your mom. Because they're copying what other people are doing. If somebody's calling you by your name, the little ones are going to call you by the name, right? So we did the same thing that he said he's going to start doing. He's going to have to call each other mommy and daddy because the little boy, he'd go, Larry, and the dad would go, stop calling me Larry. So funny. Kids are so funny. I'm sorry, Melanie. I don't know. Just watch your back trying to shovel snow. I don't know how heavy it is out there. Now, I did hear people outside doing the cutting of snow. So I don't know if it's heavy or not. Yeah, so pay attention to your little one. And if he starts calling you, whatever your husband calls you or whatever you call him, if he starts doing that, then call each other mommy and daddy, because it's cute in the beginning. It's not cute later. Because they don't understand. They're just copying. And I bet your son's going to do this too. When we lived in the subdivision, me and Rhonda found a kitten. Well, we had a downstairs bathroom, and our aunt was living with us at the time for whatever reason. And I had a kitten in the downstairs bathroom, and my aunt found it. And she says, I'm going to tell you right now, you better get rid of that kitten before your mom finds out. And so we had to get rid of it. That was so sad. We thought we were doing something special. Oh, okie dokie. I guess I better get off of here and see what they're doing. I don't hear no plows out here. I heard them shoveling the snow with, hand shoveling the sidewalk. But I haven't heard a plow out here. I guess I could look outside and see if they've even plowed the roads, which they probably have. But they're so busy that, geez, the little people get left. You know what I mean? It takes a long time. You got to have the main roads, and then you have the other roads, and that kind of thing. So And they declared emergency here. So people aren't in a hurry. I don't know why, but they're not. You would think they would be, but it's so cold out there too, guys. Well, we'll see. Anyway, thank you, Miss Alyssa. Have fun with the little one. You have to keep track of your stories. I don't know where I put them, but one time I had my kids write, what would you do if you got $1 million or something like that? And they had their list of stuff. And then that's when they could think for themselves, in elementary school. There's Miss Judy. You're back. Sorry. It's just very hard to keep track of both of these things. Yeah, I've worn the heart monitor, not the oxygen. It's when they're trying to figure out what's going on. I'm glad he's home. You keep an eyeball on him. Better than a nurse, right? So I guess I got to get off here. We got so much going on. Now I did package up an eBay package, but unfortunately, I'm not going to get to the post office. Yeah, I think it's a state of emergency until tomorrow, I think is what they said. So only the essential people should be out there. The sheriffs and local police said stay off the roads. And so, I could see if I need anything, see if Walmart's delivering. But I don't need anything. I stocked up pretty good. And it's hard it doesn't feel like Monday, but I know it's Monday. Because there's certain things I do on Monday. And this is one of them. So thank goodness it keep my brain in check. I made my soup, y'all. My traditional. And I forgot I had chicken bouillon. So I went ahead and put that in there. Only meat I have is the hamburger. I didn't want to do that. So I tasted it last night. I let it simmer. So I tasted it last night. And you just throw everything you got in the soup. Everything. And the marjoram is the kicker. So it's been, and I tasted, I said, okay, this tastes pretty good. So I put it in the refrigerator. Yeah, perfect. That's why I made it. Oh my gosh, Alyssa. The difference in having moisture in the air is like night and day. So I'm simmering it. And it was noticeable. So warm, because my grandmother used to say when it's dry, it's harder to heat. So if you have moisture in the air, you feel warmer and stuff. And sure enough, difference in night and day. It smelled good too, but you had to simmer it. And I simmered it, and I'm going, oh my gosh. I've always put moisture in the air, but not enough, I guess. And with simmering, the steam come out for like an hour or whatever it was. And it was noticeable. It was noticeable. So if you ever have headaches and your sinuses are dry, it's from the dryness. So go ahead and get a vaporizer or something. You got to watch putting water on the stove, because if you do, you'll leave it and forget about it and burn your pan up. But I had to watch the pan of soup because it was right to the tippy top. And then it got down a couple of inches. That's how much moisture went in the air. But man, it was good. So that's what I'm eating today. And then I'm also, since I can't go nowhere, I'm going to go ahead and cook some apples, because I got a ton of apples and I'm going to cook them up. And so I'll be set, man. All good too. All natural stuff. I can't wait. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So have fun with your little boy. Has he seen, does he comprehend snow or anything like that? He probably don't. I remember my son when when he was learning how to walk. He was very young, learning how to walk. He would not walk with shoes. He didn't like the change from barefoot to shoes, so we had to go through that. And then on the grass, he hated the grass. He was real sensitive about that. Even with shoes, he didn't like the shoes, and he didn't like to walk outside. And he was just real young, but I mean little, like 9 months old, and he wasn't used to it. So make some soup. Make it the way you like it. But the marjoram is the spice that made the difference. And a little bit of cabbage. This isn't vegetable or vegetable beef. I was going to make a stew, and I said, no, I can't. I got to make my soup, because if I made the stew, then I'd be craving the soup. So, oh my gosh. So everybody stay safe. 13 degrees is no fun. We had that here. I don't know what it's supposed to get down to. Let's see. Alexa, what's the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
In Culpeper, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit with flurries. Today, you can a high of 31 degrees and a low of -4 degrees.
That's the -4 you heard. I did not hear that. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have to tell my daughter not to go out at night, like outside or whatever, because she doesn't have anything to charge her stuff up if the electric goes. -4. No, thank you. I did not know that. So you were right, Alyssa, because I didn't hear that part, or I didn't take it in. Okay. All right, ladies. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Still learning, always learning. And wait a minute. Okay. Oh, Moon. Oh, good job. He'll be doing, oh, wow. He'll be doing the sentences. Because he's copying his dad. What they say about the walking part, it's just that they're afraid or whatever, or maybe that's just what he's used to with you. Have him hold something, like a little girl at the time years ago, her dad said she won't walk without holding onto something. So I gave her, I forgot what he said he gave her, in both hands, and she walked fine. So I'm wondering if when you're with him and he wants to hold your hand, if you give him 2 things to hold, if that will help. But that's okay. He'll be fine. That's funny. Yeah, because he's copying his dad. He wants to be like dad, so he's copying. So, yeah, try that. See if he'll walk with holding on to something. And I forgot what it was that he gave her, that little girl, to walk with. I forgot. I can't remember it, but that was a long time ago. But if you give him 2 things to hold, he might walk without holding your hand. It's funny. Now my son was similar to that, only he was always trying to get away from me. He was always running away from me. I was pregnant with my daughter, and he was in a diaper, and he took off running. Evidently he was okay to be in the grass at that time. He took off running. I had to chase after him, and that's when the baby dropped, because I could feel it. Oh, I got you. Well, he's used to you. It's habit. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He'll be fine. But like I said, my son was always he wanted to be a grown up. I guess since the day he was born, he wanted to be a grown up. He in kindergarten, when he started kindergarten, I'm all emotional, and runs away from me to go play. No, bye, mom. No, nothing. He just took off. I didn't know what to do with that. I went to kiss him goodbye, and he was gone. I didn't. What do you do with that? We had to walk to get to his little school, and then when it was time to go home, he did not want to be seen walking with his mother. What do you do with that? I'm walking with you. You want to walk ahead? You're fine. That's the only way I could handle it. I said, but I'm gonna come in and greet you every day. This is the way it's gonna go. But he didn't want to be seen walking with me. He didn't mind if I held his whatever he was carrying, but he did not want to be seen walking with his mother. So you got a lot to look forward to. And it's always totally different when you have a girl. Everything's opposite. It just is. They all have their own little personalities. And then the moms have to adjust. It's like the kindergarten story. What do I do with this? I'm emotional. He doesn't want to. He doesn't care if I have to leave. Some kids cry. He didn't. He was gone. Oh my gosh, kids are funny. I love little kids. I love them until they get to be mouthy. Once they get to sassing back and arguing with you, it's like, oh my gosh. So, okay, thanks a lot, ladies. I will talk to you later. I got to see what's going on out here. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking, you can tell I'm not excited. I know I'm not going anywhere, so why hurry? I'll talk to y'all later. Let me get off of YouTube first, and then we'll come back over